Welcome to Do Stuff with Steph. I am on the 23rd floor of the Cosmopolitan Hotel overlooking the Vegas Strip. If you want to see my room tour, stay tuned. I am home from Vegas. I've been home for a while and I'm going through all of my footage, and I thought it would be best to just do a video about our resort. But before that, let me introduce myself and tell you a little bit about what this channel is about. My name is Stephanie, and I am a mom of two and a wife, full-time entrepreneur. I work for myself as a reseller and creator here on YouTube, and I love to travel. I'm a bit of a workaholic, and so I decided that this year I was going to do this travel channel and explore, go somewhere different each month of the year. And so that's how we came to this. I'm a mom, I'm not rich or anything. I'm just put it out there in the universe and see how it can happen. Um, so the Cosmopolitan is where we stayed. And so I did not know where we were staying until like a few days before, when my husband had said, he had told me. And then he didn't even tell me about our room. I just thought it was like a regular room like we've stayed in the past. So I've stayed in Excalibur, Horseshoe, Bellagio, and Paris. Those are the places that I've stayed in, resorts I've stayed in Vegas. And besides the Bellagio, they all have like a, I would say medium to lower price point. The Bellagio was the highest price point that I have stayed in. And so I don't like to spend a lot of money on the rooms. And the reason I've stayed at Horseshoe a couple of times is because I've gone with my sister, and actually the rooms are comped because she gambles a lot. So this was a treat. So the Cosmopolitan is one of the newer resorts on the Strip. So I want to share some details about it, that led my husband to picking it, and then we're going to take a tour of the room. So the Cosmopolitan has about 3,000 rooms, just over 3,000, about it's 3,027 to be exact, spread over two high-rise towers. There is the Boulevard Tower and the Chelsea Tower. Now, what makes the Cosmopolitan so special is that it is the newest resort on the Strip in that little section, and so it has private terrace rooms. So even the Bellagio does not have terrace rooms that overlook the fountains. Um, and so it's known for that, as well as the vibrant nightlife. Now, I am not a nightlife girly anymore, but if you are into that, it was definitely to be had there. It has a very contemporary, modern feel to it, but at the same time, it tries to have like a speakeasy feel. Like there's a private speakeasy, the worst kept secret, behind the barber shop. Um, there's lots of dining. It has its own food court. It's where the restaurant Egg Slut is, where there's different types of egg sandwiches. I just think that is such a unique name for a breakfast place. The Chandelier Bar. It is a dazzling multi-level bar, with 21 miles. I have notes here that I'm looking at. 21 miles um, of beads. So just a very unique place. A mix of contemporary. It has three different pools, although it was too cold for us to swim out there. But I in a very exciting casino floor. Um, it did not have my favorite slot machine, which is the Wizard of Oz machine, but and I don't know that we gambled there that much, but it did have a nice sized casino floor. There is a luxury spa and wellness center there that has Turkish baths. You do need to reserve that in advance. There was limited availability. We were there. We were only there two full days, and I'm super picky about spa treatments. I don't like just anyone like touching on me, so I very rarely take part in those types of things because I have a person here at home that I see once a month. Um, Lots of high end dining. We did eat, and I mentioned it in my previous video at the food court on the first day, and then we did eat there again on our last night just because we didn't feel like walking around waiting for anything. Um, but the definite perk of this hotel is the or resort is the fact that it has what they call these private terrace rooms. So we had a studio terrace room, which means that it faces the Bellagio fountains. There is a balcony for you to sit out there with. Um, there's couches and chairs, and so you can overlook the fountains and see the strip from your suite. So that was super exciting, and I'm going to give you a tour of the room. So let's check it out. I am doing a year of just great travel, and of course I'm kicking off the year. It's January 2nd with my husband here in Vegas. This is our anniversary trip, and even though our anniversary was back in October, we were just busy with kids stuff, school stuff, so we didn't get away. But we're here now, and I'm going to give you a tour of the room. So if that sounds good, stay tuned. Travel day, we finally made it into the room. We are at the Cosmopolitan, and this is a studio suite. So walking in, this is the bathroom, which I'll show you later because my husband is taking a shower. But there is like this long foyer. This is a big floor-length mirror. And then you walk in. So this is a studio. So you have a sectional couch, a desk area, and there's a TV over here. So already my one complaint about the room is that there's not that much lighting. I wish it had more overhead lighting. This is the desk area, and I've already got my stuff set up. So here is the wet bar. I forgot what they call this, where you can take stuff and pay for it. We won't be doing that. And here is the refrigerator that does that as well. And then there on this side is just another regular refrigerator, ice bucket and glasses, and then some drawers for storage. And then this is like the bedroom area. And we have two end tables, reading lights, and side table lights. So this area does have more lighting. There is a TV over here. So if you wanted to watch TV in the big sitting area, you could, as well as a smaller TV on this wall. And then pretty good sized closet. Oops, that was aggressive. So we've already unpacked, got everything put away. And then in this other closet, there is some shelving and the safe and the iron and just other shelves. And the best thing about this suite, I've never, ever had this in any hotel room in Vegas. So you gotta put your back into it. But is the view of the strip. So this is a balcony view suite. So I wish that it looks like they just finished the show over at the Bellagio, but we are overlooking the Bellagio fountains. So super cool. There's Paris over there and the Horseshoe and Caesars. So out here on the balcony, there is a couch, little end table, and another little chair. It's kind of chilly here, but I'm sure we're going to come out here and watch a few of the water shows because that is one of my favorite things to do in Vegas. So I hope you enjoyed this room tour. If you like travel content and you want to follow along on my travel journeys this year, give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe. Quick tour of the bathroom. I forgot to do it when we got here, and we're getting ready to leave in the morning. But it has this barn door situation, a nice soaker tub, and a stand-up shower. Two sink vanity, not a lot of counter space, but it does have the drawers there, the two drawers, and then the toilet area. So, and that is right across from that full length mirror, so you can kind of like get yourself together and go look at the whole full length. So while Vegas is not my favorite place to travel, the thing that I do love about Vegas are the Bellagio fountains. And so that is why my husband picked that room. Now, when I started out this series, I said that I was giving myself a budget of $1,000 a month for travel. Now, I did not include this trip because my husband had already planned it, paid for it months before I decided to do this YouTube channel. But I did want to share with you some details. The Terrace Studio Suite is what you just saw. We had has one king bed and it sleeps two guests. It is 730 square feet and the average room rate is $500 a night. So for 2 nights, $1,000. That would plus taxes, fees, and resort fees. The resort fee is $55 a day. So I could not have afforded this hotel on my budget that I'm had for myself because it was $500 a night. It would have eaten up my whole budget. But it is definitely location wise 10 out of 10, room 10 out of 10. Aside from that, it was a little too fast paced and loud for me and dark and smoky for me. I'm not really a party girl. But the best part about the resort is the room, and that is where I spend not a lot of time, but I did like that I could sit out on the terrace and watch the fountains. We did not plan any shows this trip. I will show you in my next video what I did do, as well as 5 things that you can do for free in Vegas. So that's coming up in my next video. For those of us who don't like to gamble, like what are you gonna do while your husband's playing slots or in a poker tournament? I'm going to show you what I did. But overall, the hotel was a 10 out of 10, um, or the resort was a 10 out of 10. Um, and how it ranks against other rooms, there's no comparison. That terrace shoots it way up above all of the others. So if you're looking for a unobstructed view of the fountains of the Bellagio, I would suggest that you book here. If it's not your thing and you don't care and you don't spend that much money, much time in the room, I would definitely like skip it because that was the best feature of the room. I mean, the beds were fine, but I always sleep good in Vegas at all of the resorts that I've stayed at. So that is my review of the Cosmopolitan and room tour. And in my next video, I am going to share with you what I did during the day while my husband was gambling and 5 free things that you can do in Vegas. So be sure to subscribe. Let me know the places that you've stayed in Vegas in the comments down below. And let me know if you've ever stayed in one of the terrace suites at Cosmopolitan and did you think it was worth the money? Until next time, safe travels.